Hey, how's it going? My name's Nat. Welcome to Newsbreak. An incredible fossil find, wild weather in New South Wales and Queensland, and coriander ice cream? But first, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Scientists in Scotland have just uncovered a fossil of the world's largest Jurassic Pterosaur with a wingspan of 2.5 metres long. That's like this long.
Actually, a bit longer. Here's Cal.
Scotland, the land of kilts and bagpipes and pterosaurs. Yeah, rewind about 170 million years and these flying beasts would have been circling the skies of, well, Skye.
It's a new species. We call it Skye. That's a Scottish Gaelic name, and that pays homage to where it was found, here in Scotland, on the Isle of Skye.
That's paleontologist Steve Brusatte, who was part of a team of scientists who found the world's largest Jurassic flying reptile. And before you ask, pterosaurs are not dinosaurs. Scientists knew they got really big, but they thought that didn't happen until about 145 million years ago. It's a long process to become a fossil. First you gotta die, then be buried really quickly to preserve everything. Then, over time, mineral-rich water eats away at all of your organic cells until all that's left are the bones. Scientists say this skeleton is actually really impressive because pterosaur bones can be as thin as paper, which allowed them to fly. Wish I could fly on a pterosaur.
Flooding has caused big problems across New South Wales and Queensland. Wild weather hit Sydney and other parts of New South Wales yesterday, leaving streets, homes and schools flooded. The rain has moved north to Queensland and there's been a lot of it. A woman on the Sunshine Coast has died in the floods and emergency services have responded to more than 100 requests for help. More than 100 years ago, explorer Ernest Shackleton attempted the first trans-Antarctic expedition, but his ship got stuck in ice and sank. To this day, the wreck has never been found, but that could be about to change. Here's Joe.
All right, I'm just popping down to Antarctica. See you in a few months.
Don't be late, cooking your favourite.
Don't worry, I won't.
Better not be.
He was, in fact, late home. But that wasn't the plan. See, Sir Ernest Shackleton was an experienced Antarctic explorer and had visited the continent twice before. In 1914, he set out on his third voyage south, on board his ship called the Endurance. The goal was to cross Antarctica for the first time, but as the ship sailed through the Weddell Sea, it became stuck in thick ice, where it was eventually crushed and sank.
Yep, I'm gonna be late home.
The crew noted the coordinates, and now, over 100 years later, they're coming in handy for this, the Endurance 22 expedition. It's ventured to the exact coordinates that Shackleton's ship sank, hoping to find the wreck 3,000 metres below the surface, and take pictures of it using state-of-the-art robots called saber-tooths.
We're not going to touch the ship in any way. The ship stays right where it is. It's a protected monument.
And the whole expedition is being broadcast for the world to see, with school kids being invited to virtually tag along and even talk to the crew.
Come on. Now, I was told there was treasure buried somewhere on this set, but so far I've had no luck. You know what? I reckon it's time to dig deep. We might just find some. This robot in the UK could be the first fully automatic grain drone. It'll be able to dig 10 metres deep into a silo of grain, where it takes readings of the moisture and humidity, which will help farmers stop bugs and fungi in their tracks before it's too late. If you want your very own chunk of Mars, you can buy one here, but you'll have to dig deep, like $1.1 million deep. It's all things space rocks at this auction in New York. As well as that piece of Mars, there's also a bunch of asteroid nuggets for sale, and this doghouse, which has a hole in the roof caused by an asteroid. And finally, coriander ice cream sundae. A combination I bet you weren't expecting to see in your life has just made it onto the menu at Macca's in China. Yep, a pretty controversial decision it seems. Well, no luck with the treasure today. That's all the news we've got time for. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
But
time, Treasure. Don't forget to subscribe.